Hello gamers, it's me Chickens, and you know the drill. Rise of the Dead updated, and it's a Minecraft update. Yeah, that's right, the game now has mining. Additionally, we have our second community map, Fission Bay, and a survival rework exclusively on Fission Bay. Also big news, Chronos reopened the Helix Nebula Studio Discord server, and a link to that will be in the video's description. However, one of those will be a link to my own Discord server. I won't tell you which is which, so you can think of it as like Russian roulette, but if you get the bullet, you get blasted with Among Us memes. Also, recently Chronos confirmed the 2023 film contest, but not much has been told about it, but it has been announced. Now let's get into the showcase, and if you enjoy, subscribe because I'm like stupidly close to 500 subscribers. Last time I checked, I was like 30 away, but anyways, I wasted enough of your time. Let's get into the showcase. First up, let's get to the free-to-play part of the update. We have two new mining caves, one being the Harbor Toxic Caves where sulfur spawns. However, you need a gas mask to survive long enough to mine the sulfur, as the cave is full of toxic gas. It has two entrances, one under the bridge, and then the other one's under the crashed plane's wing. The second mine is located in the WD underground and is near Sector E. It is a small mine shaft full of coal. Both sulfur and coal are mined by using a pickaxe, by equipping the pickaxe and then putting E on the ores. You can craft 25 gunpowder using 25 sulfur and 25 coal, and using a blueprint bought from the bandit camp using 200 perks. However, in reality, you need 15% softwood charcoal, 10% sulfur, and 75% potassium citrate in real life to craft gunpowder. Currently, you can only craft gunpowder into ammo crates by using 25 gunpowder and 100 metal. Additionally, you need the ammo box blueprint bought from the bandit camp with 200 perks. Ammo boxes currently only have one refill, and you need to pay to use it. However, Chronos did mention he possibly plans on reworking them in the future. Now on to the good part, the new community map Fission Bay. It has two new modes, normal mode and endless. Endless being the classic game mode, with normal mode only being 5 ways of survival, which you get your loot at the end. Both modes are currently extremely unbalanced and will require future balance changes. Each wave you'll get a randomized hazard and objective. Additionally, every blue moon you might get an ammo box, assuming you don't die to horrible boss spawns. Beating normal mode or surviving 5 waves after wave 10 will give you Community Crate Alpha. Yes, this is the same one Wayside drops, however a new edition of a hard hat has been added to the loot table. Firstly, I'll discuss the objectives, the easiest one being time survival, where you need to survive for 1 minute, then kill the remaining zombies. The second objective is boss. 1 to 3 random bosses spawn, however I've only been able to see Zomborg, Corrosive, and Fume spawn. Each boss can spawn multiple times. The third objective is extreme boss. 1 to 3 random extreme bosses can spawn, as well as some normal bosses. The bosses that can spawn are Zomborg Prime, which can spawn multiple at the same time, and Vein of Necron and Bandit Helicopter. However, each of those bosses can only spawn once and only one at a time, if either of them is chosen. If a high enough wave is reached, it is rumored by Chronos that hard mode Bandit Helicopter may also spawn. And the final objective is generator defense. 2 to 3 generators will spawn with 1000 HP, and the player is forced to defend them. If a generator is destroyed, a blackout occurs the following wave. The more generators that are destroyed, more subsequent waves will have the blackout status, with an additional penalty if all the generators are destroyed. If all the generators are destroyed, the wave will also end. When a blackout occurs, all the spotlights will turn off, and Pythagoroses will begin to spawn, who now drop the Annihilation Soda. However, it is currently bugged and may be patched by the time this video comes out. Each wave, a secondary random event occurs, called mutations. They have a similar effect on gameplay as objectives. First up, we have airstrikes. You'll be targeted by the entire American Air Force. Why are the Americans targeting with airstrikes and not focusing on swarms of zombies? That's a good question, because I have no idea. Next up, we have the best mutation effect, fog. Do I really need to explain to you how it works? Moving on. Last but not least, we have high seas, or I guess Noah's Ark 2.0. High seas cause 90% of the map to become flooded with toxic kill water, and if you fall in, you're good as dead. I guess Chronos thought it was a good idea to make a mutation that makes 90% of the map unplayable. We have a new zombie type addition, Dr. Sinister. Dr. Sinister is an extremely dangerous zombie, however he doesn't outright attack you. Instead he turns normal zombies red and makes them immune to all damage except for guns with the Toxic Barrage mod. He has high HP, so it was crucial to focus them down. These zombies are easy to spot with their large size, a lab coat, and a Necron mask. They emit red beams towards enemies that they are boosting. Multiple Dr. Sinisters can spawn at once, however they cannot fully make each other immune. Dr. Sinister only spawns in Fission Bay, sadly. Now on to the miscellaneous changes. First up, we have the new Rocket Man mod, an insanely good mod that causes your AT4 to reload instantly while airborne. This includes jumping. It is earned from the Wandering Trader or the Gold Shop for 250 gold. This mod hands down is the most powerful mod in the game and makes the AT4 an unstoppable force. I highly recommend you run at least one ammo mod on the AT4 while this is active. Overall, I genuinely like how this mod is designed. It forces you to focus on timing your shots and jumps, and the costs of damage and explosive radius, while giving the AT4 sustainability to contribute in longer fights or clearing up multiple large hordes. I really hope Chronos makes more mods like this that change up the gameplay. The AT4's fire rate has also been increased to make the Rocket Man mod viable. Explosives also received a new projectile system, and they seem to work much better. Earlier clips in this video you can see the old one, and at the end you can see the new one, which is like more of a brown streak than like a projectile kind of slowly moving through the air. Factory and mint condition weapons have an increased condition ID range, a small step in the right direction, however ignoring the problems that the system put in place. However, that's already been said and is the topic for a larger upcoming video. Overall, the update was good, considering even how Chronos is mocking how small it is. The new mining mechanics are cool, and I'd love to see the scavenging part fully expanded upon, and hopefully like faction missions, safe houses, and weapon conditions will not be abandoned and not fully reach their true potential. The new survival mode, while quoting Garrett, it's a good idea executed terribly. It introduces great new ways to spice up the gameplay and sounds good on paper. However, it is heavily RNG dependent and not uncommon to get killed over due to horrible RNG based mechanics / mutation / objective / whatever. And paired with the pitiful amount of ammo, you're forced to use ammo boxes even though it feels roughly jammed in. However, it's still fun even though most deaths feel like the cards were stacked against you. However, the new survival mode is in early testing and it should be fixed soon. I believe a simple pity system could fix the issue. If the game was told randomly to pick numbers adding up to 100 every 10 waves, with the higher the number being the more difficult the bosses or mutations are, and if you get really bad RNG the first few waves, it'll be easier in giving you time to restock ammo and collect healing items and etc. And during blackouts or later waves, maybe that number of 100 goes up higher, so you're gonna get worse and worse and worse luck with mutations. Sadly, Chronos has announced most of his focus will be shifted to Almedes. It's great to see nice updates like this, but Rise of the Dead currently is not sustainable in its current state. Hopefully Rise of the Dead will get the attention it needs and will not be dead when Almedes is released. It's a sad note to end this video off on, however I do have hope Chronos is moving in the right direction, with reopening the HNS Discord server and the addition of more community content to lighten his workload. I hope he continues to move in this direction and keep the community engaged. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and this update, and have a good rest of your day.